Well, Merry Christmas to you, whoever you are. You could be a regular here, or this might be your first time inside such a place as this. Maybe you found us accidentally online, or maybe you're nervously wondering what weird things happen inside churches. It does not matter what doubts or beliefs you carry this Christmas Eve. Let the light shine on you. Let it shine in you. Let it shine through you. You might know the story well, or this could be your first time to hear it. Some of you got baptized and married right here in this room, and you've seen it in every light and every season. Others have only ever seen it in the Yuletide dark. That's fine, it's all the same tonight. Whoever you are, whatever star you followed to this place, you are right where you're supposed to be. Perhaps you, like Joseph and Mary, have been pushed to the margins of our world because of your poverty, like them, or your age, or your body type, or your race, or your class, or your creed, or your gender identity, or your sexual orientation. Oh, don't you know that the Christ lived and died in the margins of this world? You are in good company tonight. For the message of this ancient story is that many of the last will be first, and many of the first will be last. Unexpected characters were called to that first Christmas night. When God comes to us as God is forever doing, God comes most often not in glory or in awe, but in humility and in peace, like a child in the night. Doubters and dreamers, believers and spectators, this time and this place are for you. May this night hold its light against the darkness of our world. The truth of Christmas is that a child is our salvation. The sign out in front of PJ's Deli on Bower Hill Road, I pass it twice a day, 4 times today. It offers a touching holiday sentiment. It says this: "To anyone I offended this year, work on yourselves so I won't have to do it again in 2025. It makes me want to try out that deli. Christmas 2024 carries in its folds all the debris of the year that is ending. And some of us come to it with a sense of uncertainty and downright fatigue. The song of peace on earth may ring hollow this time around. Families stand divided like our nation and our world. All through October and November, we were regaled with a steady barrage of negativity and thinly veiled hate. We have been threatened and manipulated and devalued, for it devalues all of us to see others scapegoated and villainized. Maybe some of us face the coming year with a bit of foreboding or maybe even dread, but take comfort in this, take heart. The Christ child appeared on the margins of a deeply divided world, and that is how the Christ appears still today. In the times and in the turmoils we know all too well, God breaks into an inattentive world to dwell quietly among us. We really need Christmas this year. We do. We need its innocence and its beauty and its light in our cold and dark. The Christian faith has been politicized and weaponized and twisted into a tool of bigotry and hate. But the Christmas story endures because its strange message still rings true in our deepest souls. And what is that message? It is that all it takes to save us is a little child. After the bragging and the speechifying fail, it is the silence of a child that speaks all truth. After the hate speech does its worst, it is a simple child's cry in the night that expresses our longing and our hope. After the lies and the threats of our age, it is a child's innocence that makes us whole. After acts of force and of violence reduce the world to rubble, it is a child's gentleness that heals all things, broken hearts, broken minds, a broken world? Is it not a child's simplicity, a child's trust that redeems what is broken and makes of it new life? After our greed and suspicion and selfishness have passed the way of all flesh, it is a childlike wonder, a childlike joy that brings us back to our best selves and redeems all things. We must become like little children to be made whole. That is the hard truth of Christmas. Oh, let that child be born in us and dwell in each of us, full of grace and truth. Let that child come to dwell in Washington, D.C., and in Gaza, and in Ukraine, and in Haiti, and in all the troubled places of this world, and in every human heart. Come, O Christ, be born in us, dwell in us. It is a child that saves us, and that is the meaning of Christmas. Amen.